God, those are cops coming in. I thought those were cops, but those are city employees. Yeah, so I'm over here doing a morning walk. It's nice and cold. That's not a bad job. Getting a job for the city, and then you gotta take care of all these facilities. That's not a bad job. Yeah, I just got offered. I've been out of work for a year. I just got offered a job, and it shows you how. Yeah, so I turned it down. I accepted it first, and then I turned it down. I remember hearing a podcast about a dude who said a man who goes back on his word is not a true man. But man, sometimes you gotta think about it. Sometimes we try too hard to please people, and you accept something, and then you realize, man, it's not gonna work for you. I mean, in this environment, having a job is a big deal. I mean, really. I mean, right now I'm doing Uber, and I'm not making any money. I mean, you go out there, if you make $60, that's a good day. Mostly doing the airport. In the state where I am at is not too bad. You just have to learn how to work the algorithm to favor you. Yeah, but there's a strange climate out here where it's like there's no hope left in this country anymore. I don't know, man. There's just absolutely no hope. I mean, I've been in America since the 90s. Since I've been here close to 20, 30 years. And I don't know, I just feel there's no hope. I don't even know. I feel like this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm blessed. Look, I'm walking. I've got a shelter. I'm wearing warm clothes. And I got a pebble in my Crocs. I gotta take the pebble out. Yeah, but it's just like there's no beautiful atom. Some of those things you can't pronounce it if you're African. But there's just no hope. I mean, so why did I turn that job? It was too DIY. I mean, it was too like homegrown. You're working on equipment. You're gonna be out in the cold. These people didn't even have a shop. They had the guy had a storage unit where he was keeping all the parts, and even the setup was he was gonna lend me the truck. I'm not complaining, man. I'm telling you, a job in this environment is a big deal. He was gonna give me a truck to use, but even that setup, when you're working like a mobile mechanic thing, an ideal is a van, and super ideal, like after you've been there for years, and then they probably give you the tall van, the Sprinter, then you're in the big leagues then. So this dude here, this DIY setup where it was a truck with a bed. I'm not complaining. That's a vehicle. They're paying for the gas. So even putting your tools is kind of a strange setup. It didn't even have in a lot of, when you're working with a certain equipment, you have to blow them using air. So he didn't have a setup where you can blow the equipment. I mean, he had a setup. He had a small little what they call a pancake pump, run by the pump was run by air compressor, run by what's it called? This thing you hook up to your cigarette lighter and it gives you electricity by a inverter or something. So I went there. He interviewed the dude. The dude interviewed me. Nice guy, hard-working guy, all American guy. Those are the kind of people America produces. I mean, Americans, as far as ingenuity, hard-working, you could tell. I mean, he's a go-getter. I mean, really a go-getter type. Interviewed him. Interview went well. I saw the storage unit. It was disorganized. His equipment was disorganized. But hey, to each their own. I'm not here to. What am I? Am I mother steward to check on people's equipment? No, that's not my thing. So we interviewed him. Interview went well. But like I said, these days I've become so skeptical because anytime somebody offers me a job, the red flags go up. It's like meeting that. Let me put the camera here. Let me get that pebble off my shoe. It's like meeting that beautiful Let's see if anybody's following us. No, nobody's following us. It's like going to a bar and meeting that beautiful Harry, a teen, and she wants you to go home with you. You're like, man, what the? You're like, man, hell no. You know somebody needs a kidney. You know they have done some research on you, and their dad needs a kidney, and they're gonna drag you and take your kidney away. Come on, man. You know that shit don't work. So it was one of those. It is when I get a job offer, I'm always skeptical because either you're dealing with Amazon, which is third world. You're dealing with Amazon. I've got a mechanic background. Any shop that either they're paying you nothing. I mean, I'm talking about $14 an hour to unload luggage. That's understandable in the cold. You gotta be one of those shit jobs. What I call them, black jobs. That's what I call them. It's true. That's what they're called. I call them, and I'm black. Hey, you wanna say I'm black? But I call them black jobs because those are the low class. I don't know who low class is too strong a word. Those are the lowly jobs that you get. I mean, those are the I don't know ghetto jobs. I don't know. Those are black. I call them black jobs because that's what they are. Even though in this environment it's everybody's job, so let's not be mean about it. But so I'm very skeptical these days. Anytime I get somebody offers me a job, because like I said, I haven't worked in a year. My resume is not the best resume. For a while there, I was in and out of jobs. I used to call myself 3 months, and then I'd use my name. I can't say that out of privacy. I don't want any sickos, perverts, and deviants. But anyway, so I've ruined my resume. I can't complain. Hey, I'm a grown-up man. But the thing, so anytime I get a job, or anytime somebody sends me for an interview, or offers me a job, I'm highly skeptical because I know it's gonna be one of those black jobs. Either gonna be Amazon, unloading luggage, which I have nothing against, but Amazon I won't do. Unloading luggage I will do. But anyway, so I do the interview, went well. I told the guy I'm still skeptical. When I see that storage unit, I'm like, fuck, man. And even if it was clean and organized, you could say that, hey, because I can see there's nothing as bad as when you're in a mechanical field. There's nothing as bad as this place doesn't have a. When you work in other places, they have a service writer, so they have somebody who you talk to. They order parts. And my last job, working with a company that did that kind of industrial repair, the company itself was so disorganized. You couldn't even get parts for anything, even a bolt. You could not even get a bolt. So I'm over here. I'm gonna be doing my own whatever. And this guy came from Florida. This company came from Florida. Florida is definitely third world. That is, Florida is like freaking third world. I mean, I might as well just work for a company from Africa or Mongolia for all that matters. If you're talking about a company from Florida. So anyway, so I was like, I accepted it, and then the next day, when I was doing the paperwork, I went and did some printouts of paperwork, and then after that, I decided that nah, it's not worth it to go with the thing. So I decided, nah, that's not worth it. I mean, like I said, that's gonna be a headache waiting to happen. It's gonna be a straight up headache. I mean, can I do the job? Yes, I can do the job. Am I afraid? I can do the job. I'm not afraid of doing the job. The job I can do. I'm not the best mechanic out there. I'm an okay mechanic. I've mostly been in the maintenance side of mechanics, meaning that most of it has just been preventative maintenance. So I'm not, but I can do a lot of things. I'm not worried about. I'm slightly apprehensive about getting into the deep stuff, but I'm not really. But anyway, even now the cold is getting colder. Today was like 43 degrees. I'm okay with the cold. This is just a warm up. It's just gonna get into the 30s. But anyway, there was no support. And for a new kid coming in wide-eyed, he might be impressed by that. For me, I know that's a freaking headache. It's a freaking headache, and it's not worth it to hell with that. Money was decent, $24 an hour. It ain't great, but like I said, the setup was ghetto. I mean, ghetto may be too strong a word. It was DIY. For him, it works for him because he's making a lot of money. But for me, getting in that kind of setup, it's not worth it. So anyway, so comes back. So back to do what I do right now, which is the Uber. But it is what it is. But coming back to the when we come back to the what I was saying, that as of now, really, there's really not much hope, really, if you look at things. I mean, I don't know. There's a certain climate. I go there, do Uber, and like I said, if you crack 60 an hour, 60 a day, that's a good day. I mean, that's a blessing. I crack 60 some days, I'm happy. I mean, it's just playing the algorithm, trying to get the rides that are closest to you and not going too far. At least make $1 a mile, which is kind of rare, because if that job is paying, if I'm doing 6 miles, ideally I want to be paid 12 so I can make going and coming back. But sometimes it's kind of hard. Sometimes you just have to take like 50 cents coming back, because let's say you're doing 5 miles and then it gets paid 9, you lose a little bit coming back. But you just got to do the math, and that comes with experience. The more you do it, the better you get at it. But like I said, that's all so that's, like I said, the kind of climate right now I see. We're talking about that, so and in this climate you can forget about starting a family. I don't even date. Right now I don't even date. I just, thank God my system is to the point where I'm like 34 in my 40s, so I really don't have to kind of my system must slow down. But even now, no, hell no, I don't date. What for? I mean, why would I? So like I said, right now it's pure survival, trying to do the best you can and try to take care of you. So like I said, like I said, no, I wouldn't date for all the money in the world. You would not find me. I would not date for all the money in the world. It's not worth it. What for? What do I get out of it? I mean, okay, companionship is okay. I don't mind companionship. We all need companionship. I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't need companionship. I'm old enough where I ain't trying to be these young guys who pretend to be Andrew Tate wannabes, who wanna pretend to be tough, and they don't need anybody. And they all hate women. Come on, they don't hate women. They hate women because they can't get women. These losers can't get a girl, and now they're hating on women. Freaking incels. I mean, why don't you get out and talk to people instead of sitting at home all day? I mean, there's no point of hating people. It is what it is. Women didn't get to be. They got to be the way they are. Is because we created the environment for them to be the way they are. So anyway, so quit hating people. Get out there and I mean, if you're gonna hate people, at least come up with a decent excuse where you show us the experience, show us the paperwork. Like I said, I turned that job because I have experience. I've been there before. I know what's out there. That's why I turned that job down. It's not because I think I'm better for the job. I just can see a headache from a mile away. It's gonna be a struggle. I'm gonna kill myself in this cold for $24 an hour, which is a lot of money. I would $24 an hour. I'll take that all day long. But it's not worth it. I can see it. DIY in this field is not. No, I can do that. That works for him and maybe another guy. I need more support. I'm not trying to do my own mobile mechanic. I know how I set up myself. So I know what it takes. So anyway, like I said, these guys who hate on women, show us the receipts. If you have dated a whole bunch of people and you've been misused and abused, then we'll understand. I can understand. Even though, like I said, you can't judge people by a human being. Even if you meet 100 people in your lifetime, those are nothing. 100 people is nothing in the bigger scheme of things. So they can't be a representative of everybody in the world. So like I said, right now I don't see much hope. I just see making money and then maybe just going on a long trip, try to leave. I think that's the best advice right now for any young person. Work out an exit strategy. Try to leave before shit hits the fan. I mean, try to leave as soon as you can. Even me right now, I'm working on my, and that's a problem with I've been lazy about it. And that's a problem with this environment. It just makes you, it allows you to sleep like a lullaby. It's like a lullaby, it allows you to sleep. And then you lack your ambition, it goes down the toilet. And you just sit there and take it. Sit there and take the abuse. Sit there and just stagnate. It should be, see? You see that water right there? That's movement. That's what you want. You don't want stagnation. So anyway, yeah, so like I was saying, best thing is to leave, man. Get out, travel, see the world. Even me, that's what I want to travel. I mean, not make a big deal out of it. Get on my, I have a scooter right now. Get on the scooter and just get out, travel, go to other countries. So what? See what what the world offers. If be careful out there, there are bad people out there. But hey, go see for yourself. There are bad people here. I mean, it's amazing how we accept Americans. We've been so programmed. You'll accept abuse here all day long, every day of the week, and twice on Sunday. Treated like shit with no hope. I mean, like the human being loves comfort. Instead of going out there and experiencing abuse out there, and see, maybe the Mexican will go to Mexico. Maybe the Mexican will abuse you. He'll rob you. Maybe you get robbed out there. You get caught in a crossfire. You die. What's the big deal? People die every day. It ain't nothing. It ain't. Dying is not a new concept. It's been happening since the beginning. You know. But at least you got out there. You did something. It's better than sitting here. You know, not progressing, just stagnating. You know. Getting into stupid fights that don't concern you, you know, seeing that and as you can see, America really is more concerned about Israel than they are about its people. Really, it's true. America really, I mean, here it's all about how you can get. Nothing wrong with, hey, get that money, man. We all trying to get that bag, but it's survival right now, man. Get that bag. I mean, and I don't blame Israel. Israel is just doing what Israel does. A country of that size has been able to leverage itself to the point where they're getting all this money. Hey, they're just playing the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. That's what they say. So, anyway, let me quit rambling on. But like I said, try to find the hope where you can. Work on having an exit strategy. Because that's the only way I see. I don't see any other way. I don't see any other hope. I don't see it. I don't see community. I don't see any friendship. I don't see it. It's survival right now. Survival for the fittest. Just like I said, try to get your money. Plan an exit strategy, and get out of here as soon as you can, because it's not gonna get any better. There is no light at the end of this tunnel. There is no light at the end of this tunnel at all. It's just hopelessness. I'm not trying to say the rest of the world is better. It's not. It's even worse. But at least there you know what to expect. You go to Mexico right now, you know what to expect. More likely it's gonna be a shit show. If I go to Africa, I know what to expect. It's probably gonna be a shit show. There's no way I'll be doing this vlog in Africa, because it'll be full of people right now. I mean, I know what I'm talking about. I've been to my country. I know how it is. It's not easy. But at least it doesn't pretend to be what it is. It's a freaking, you know, it doesn't pretend to be what it is. You know, it's a shit show, and you know it's a shit show. Everybody knows it's a shit show. Corruption, everybody knows it's there. No, you know, that's the thing. Over here, we're just pretending that things work. They don't work. But in Africa, you know, they don't work. You know, it's just corruption. Everybody's a crook. You gotta be careful, and life goes on. Anyway, cheerio. Enough of me rambling. Hopefully there's a good message for people, but my message is just get and leave. Things are not gonna get better. I don't care what happens. There's no hope here. Just get out, travel, save your money, and get out. Pay your bills, pay your credit card bills, and get the hell out. All right, cheerio, later.